Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Happy Mobile Home Mondays. We are back with another one this Monday evening. I'm just going to tag everybody, let them know that we are live as usual. And we're going to get right into it because I want to share with you guys tonight. Boom, tagged everybody. Good to go. I got quicker at doing that. Y'all know it used to take me a little minute, right? So tonight, I want to talk about one thing that you can change, that you should change, right? That will impact and change your profit margins in mobile home investing, right? Particularly if you are wholesaling mobile homes, okay? So when you are wholesaling, right? One of the things that we talk about, right, is finding and asking the right questions, essentially asking the seller the right questions, right? There's particular questions you want to ask them to be able to get enough information, find their motivation, right? But one of those important questions that we ask, that you must ask, is how much they want, right? Excuse me, how much they need to sell the property, right? How much do they need? Not how much they want, right? But how much they need. So when you do this, and when we, as investors, emphasize to you all, like, to make sure you ask that question and not to not do that. The reason that we do that is so that you can know where the seller is in regards to their level of motivation. Okay. Not so that you can change or determine your offer. Okay. So one thing that I'm finding, a lot of our newbies, a lot of people who are just getting started with mobile homes, and just getting started as investors, is you are finding out and you're asking the question from the seller what they want, or what they need rather, for their property, right? And you are allowing that to alter your offer. You're allowing that to alter your offer. Your offer is your offer. Okay. Your offer doesn't change based on what the seller needs for the property, or what the seller is asking for. What their asking price is does not determine your offer. Okay. What determines your offer is the property, right? The actual property, the value of the property, the renovations that are needed, right? All of those things, and more determine your offer price. Okay. So you cannot change your offer price based on what the seller is asking, based on the seller's asking price. And what I find too often is a lot of people, what you need to offer, right? But then the seller says, oh, but I need this, or I want this, or I'm not taking anything less than this, right? So you start to alter your offer, right? You start to say, okay, well, maybe I could offer a little bit more. I'm trying to really get this deal. A lot of times it's because you want to get the deal so bad, you're altering your offer, right, to the seller, because you want to get the deal, you want to get it done. But what ends up happening is, at the end of the day, two things are going to happen. One, you're not going to be able to sell the property. Okay. So you're wasting their time, you're wasting your time, because, the price is not right. Right. We have to make sure we're getting the properties at the right price. Okay. So either you're not going to be able to sell the property, it's going to take you much longer, right, than needed to sell the property, because once you identify, okay, I can't sell this property, now you're going to have to go back to that seller, right, renegotiate terms with them, figure out a new price, and now you're marketing at a new price. Okay, so this took you all this time, right, when we could have just initially gone in for the right price. Okay. Or the second thing that's going to happen, so either you're not going to be able to sell it, right, or the second thing is you will end up selling it, but your profit margin is going to be so low, okay, that it's like, what are you doing this business for, right? If I'm correct, I know a lot of you all are doing this business and getting in mobile homes, wholesaling, so that you can build capital, right? So that you can build capital. So we want to make sure we're doing that. Okay. We want to help everybody. Everybody has a story, right? So sometimes we get caught up in everybody's story, but we have to make sure that we're operating as a business. Okay. So what that means is, again, when the seller tells you their asking price, great, we got that. That helps you identify and know how to present your offer. Is your offer close to their offer or to their asking price? Is your offer far from their asking price, right? So you can change and alter how you present your offer to them based on their asking price, but you don't change your offer. Okay. So identify, right, what your offer is. Of course, you're always going to ask the seller what their asking price is. Okay. But you have to make the offer based on the actual property, based on what you know you can sell it for, right? Based on what it is valued at. Okay. Currently, as is. Okay. So I was talking to one of my mobile home colleagues, right? She's actually one of my students. And I was talking to her, I was like, what's going on, right? Give me an update, right? And she's telling me that she's telling me her margins, right? She had came to one of my 3-day boot camps, right? She's out there doing deals. It's been some months. We reconnected. I'm talking to her. I'm like, give me the scoop. Like, what have you been doing since you came to the boot camp, right? And I see you closing all these deals left and right. I'm loving it. But then I'm like, how much are you making? Okay, and it's like a you can kind of feel the energy like go down, right? And I'm like, what's the issue, right? How much are you making, right? So she was a little bit embarrassed to share what she was making, and I'm like, what is it, right? So she's saying that from each deal she's making like $1,200, $2,000, right? And I'm like that's okay if that happens every now and again, right? But on average you should be at least hitting that $5,000 mark more consistently than not, right? So what that shows to me is that she wasn't making offers based on the value of the property. She was trying to accommodate the sellers, right? Make them feel good, get them what they need, right? What they want more so. And it was cutting into her profits. And she was spending months on these deals. I mean, months, right? So you're spending months on deals and you're walking away with $1,000, $2,000 consistently. Okay. So we had a conversation. I'm like, look, you have to start making offers at X, right? You know what the value is, and you have to just make the offer. I know it feels a little, shaky. So I'm like, look, it looks like you need to come back into class for a little bit, right? So we had a couple sessions, and I'm like, this is the offer. This is the offer. Is it, right? She's like, oh my goodness, how am I going to go back and tell the seller this? Okay. And oddly enough, her offers were getting accepted, right? Because when you put yourself in the position of the person of credibility, right? You are the professional, you are the expert, you know what's going on, right? And you position yourself that way. It's not like I'm going in a room and I'm like, nervous and I'm trying to like figure out, right? No, this is what this property is valued at. This is why. This is what I can provide for you, right? This is the service that I can provide for you. Does this make sense for you or not? Okay. And it's as simple as that. So she literally went from like sellers telling her, she's like, well, he said he will not take anything less than $17,000. I'm like, okay, go ahead and offer him 10. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, offer him 10. She's like, and this is the thing. She was trying to defend and find ways for her to offer closer to what he was asking. She's like, but what about this one property, this one outlier that was closer to what he was asking for? I'm like, that's an outlier, right? Majority of the comps are showing that we need to be offering $10,000 maximum, right? So that's the offer. Okay. So she went back and she made the offer and again, accepted. right? And she's like, I cannot believe how many people, sellers, are accepting my offers when I'm making them well below what I previously was offering them, right? She said, every single seller has story as to why they needed this, and how they wouldn't accept that, and they, must have this. But when I make the offer, right now they're negotiating. Now we're in the negotiation, right? And now they're coming down on their price. They're coming down on their price. They're coming down on their price, right? And now they're meeting me where I need to be. Okay. So now she has the capability of significantly increasing her profit margins. So think about this. If you're closing 4 deals a month, right? 4 deals a month, and maximum, right? She was making between $1,200 and $2,000 per deal. Maximum, if you're making $2,000 per deal, okay, you're making $8,000. Okay, $8,000 because of your profit, but your profit, right? That is like, that's the what you're walking away with if that's your assignment fee. Okay. Versus if you negotiate the price right, and now you're giving yourself room to actually, make profit, right? So when buyers are coming to you, you don't have to squeeze down your profit margins to where you're only making 1,000. You're walking away with $5,000. Okay, now you're making $20,000. So the same 4 deals, so you don't have to do anything else other than make the accurate offers to your sellers, not based on their asking price, but based on what the market shows you. And you can go from making $8,000 a month to making $20,000 a month, changing nothing else but simply making the right offer. Okay. And not trying to defend or help or squeeze or figure out how you can get closer to the seller's asking price. Determine what the value is, know what your maximum offer is, offer a little bit below that to start out to give yourself some negotiation room to get to your max offer, and do not cross that threshold. Okay, do not cross that threshold, because again, we want to be able to make sure we're executing. We don't want to have to go back to the sellers time and time again and cancel contracts or renegotiate. Okay, we don't want to have to take so much time on these properties. We should be getting them in and out. Okay, much faster than other strategies, right? In and out. Okay. And again, you want to give yourself, this is your business. Okay. Business. Okay. This is not this is not a charity fund. Okay. This is a business, right? You have things that you must achieve. And with all of this being said, the purpose of our business is to provide deserving families the ability to achieve affordable home ownership. Okay. But we have to do it in a way that makes sense. Okay. And again, make your offer. If they accept it, great. If they don't, it's okay. Move on. Okay. Move on, but don't just move on and forget about them. Move on for today and follow up with them in the next couple days or weeks or whatever. Okay. Because things change, and all they need to know is, okay, I got Jasmine's offer. They have it in their mind, regardless of even if they don't accept it today. They got it in their mind, and 2 weeks goes by, they're not going to get their asking price. Okay, possibly if they do, fantastic, happy for them, we're glad, right? But if they don't, which a lot of times they don't, because their asking price is not, it's above the value of the property and it's as is condition, they're going to be coming back to you. Okay, they're going to be coming back to you. So yeah, that's that, guys. That's the one thing that you can change. Okay, is making offers that are accurate offers, not what the seller's asking price is, and simply make that offer. Okay. Let's see these comments. Hi, Jasmine Gittins. Hello, how are you? Somebody said that they still haven't received their free contract that you offered for the masterclass. So guys, if you missed the masterclass, by the way, side note, it was amazing. Okay. Everybody loved it. I've been getting so much amazing feedback, calls, text messages, uh, DMs of how great and how valuable it was. So I am thrilled because I spent time on that and I wanted to make sure that you guys got so much value. So I am super excited about that. If you missed it, shame on you. Okay. But if you missed it, I am going to be providing a replay. So comment replay somewhere on the comments. And when the replay is ready to be released, I will send it over to you. And for those who wanted the contract, for those who attended, I will be sending you an email of that contract. So just keep an eye out in your email for that contract. I absolutely will be sending you an email of the contract. Okay. So just keep an eye out by the no later than like, you know, maybe the end of the week, but sooner than that. Okay. You will absolutely get that. Okay. Awesome. Kevin said it was a great class. Yay. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you enjoyed it. All that good stuff. Okay, so somebody says, let's see if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in. I'll stay here for a couple seconds. She said, okay, so I have a seller in a 55 plus park that wants 18,000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. I'm thinking it should be priced at 30K to give me wiggle room to get him what he wants. Okay. So my one thing that you wrote in here is that you're trying to get him what he wants, right? You're trying to give me wiggle room to give him what he wants. Determine what the value is. Your offer is based on the value. So when you're thinking of your offer, when you're coming up with your offer, analyzing your property to come up with your offer, don't even think about the seller's price or asking price at all. Just determine what the value is, and that's it. Okay. Now, when you make the offer, if it's close to what they're asking or above what they're asking, fantastic, right? If not, fantastic. Just make the offer. Okay. So yeah. So that's awesome. I mean, if that's what you feel it's valued at. And you know, the thing is it's gonna be different in every market, guys. So you can have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, in North Carolina for X amount of dollars in the 55 plus community. In the same state, it could be on this side of the state and this side of the state, and they might be priced differently. You got one in North Carolina, one in Texas, they're priced differently. One in Florida, one in South Carolina, they're priced differently, right? So you have to know how to come up with the values of the property specific for your market, and then just make that offer. So awesome, awesome, awesome. I see a bunch of replays in here. Let's see. Shoni said, "Oh, it was great information. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I am so glad to hear that, my dear. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I had such a great time." All right. I don't see any other questions. You guys already know, same place, same time. Every single Monday, Mobile Home Mondays. I love and enjoy tuning in with you guys, tapping in on these Mondays to share with you tips and strategies that you guys can actually take and implement right away. So please, please, please make that one change, and your profit margins can be similar to these results of going from $8,000 to $20,000. You don't have to do anything different. No more marketing, no additional marketing, no, nothing crazy, right? You don't need any more leads, any more deals. All you have to do is make sure that you are making accurate offers. Okay. Let's see. I got two more questions I just saw. If you have a question, you can post it before I head out of here. That's what I need to figure out, the value. I sold one in that same park for 30,000, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Great. Gave the seller 25,000. where she wanted an insane 50,000. Wow. I just want to learn how to price correctly. Thank you. So yeah, I mean, pricing and understanding how to come up with the values is something, I mean, it's very simple, but you do have to, learn that process. Of course, this is something that I do teach and give very detailed. I mean, I'm specific to your specific market, showing you where to go. Let's determine the values in your market per deal, because even per deal, is it a 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 3 bedroom? What's the condition of property? Is it in a 55 plus community or not? Right. So some of those things determine and play a part in the value. So of course, if it's something that you need help with, I'm happy to help you with learning that. You can feel free to, to reach out about, me helping you with that if you're looking for like coaching. But outside of that, what I would say based on this particular comment is, you gave the previous seller 25,000. You sold it for 30,000. It was a 2-1, right? So it's looking like, I guess now you're trying to offer 30,000 because it's a 2-2, and maybe you're trying to, get it at or sell it at 35 is my guess. I would, see if you can get it at the same price, right? Yes, an additional bathroom certainly plays a part and does add value to the property. So, but with that being said, I would see if we can start right around that 25, right? Of course, you have to know what I have to know what the condition is. Is it the same condition? Is it in a better condition? So all of those things play a part. So honestly, I really couldn't tell you specifically, but I would love the opportunity to do so. But that's crazy that she asked for 50,000. And you see how you offered half of what she was asking, and clearly you got it. So great job, great job, great job, great job. Can you speak on using list source? Okay, so I use list source when I am finding. You can use list source for two things. One, it can help you in determining the market that you may want to go into, right? It can show you, you can go on there, you can put in a county or a state and see how many mobile homes are in that particular area, aside from the mobile home parks. Okay, so list source is going to be showing you the mobile homes that are on land, right? You can go to MH Village to find how many parks are in that particular city. The list source is going to help you identify the what am I saying? The number of manufactured homes that are on land. Okay, so you can you can get that, right? You can also pull that list. Okay, so you can use it just to find out how many, so you can determine, do you want to go in that market? Is there enough inventory in that market, right? And you can do that without having to purchase the list. You just pull the list, right? You can export it in a way where you don't have to pay for it, because it's not giving you the seller's contact information. It's simply giving you the number of properties that in that particular market. That's one. Or you can purchase the list. Then when you purchase the list, it gives you the seller's contact information, their name, their property address, their mailing address. And if you wanted to do like a direct mail piece, then you can send them a direct mail. So that's how we use list source. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love it, guys. Love it, love it, love it. I appreciate your attendance and you being here. Of course, as always, again, if you would like access to the replay of our 6-figure mobile home masterclass, if you missed it last night, it was so amazing. Just comment replay and I will send that to you when it is available. Other than that, happy Mobile Home Mondays. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.